A man secretly pours white powder into a thermos. Unexpectedly, the woman sees this. The woman suddenly calls out to the coach, and the startled man panics. It turns out the man is a coach. Then, the woman picks up the thermos and takes a big gulp. The woman knows there's something wrong with the water. Why would she still drink it? The coach watches her intently. Soon after, the woman stands up and nearly faints. The coach quickly rushes to support her. He then helps her to the fitting room. The woman instantly sobers up. She climbs up, takes out a roll of tape, and then pulls out a small knife. She tapes the small knife to her waist. The woman forces herself to stay alert. Then, she pretends to be very weak again. Just then, another man comes forward to ask about the woman's condition. Finally, with both men supporting her, she is safely escorted out. They help the woman into the car. The man quickly asks about her physical condition. Only after she says she's fine does he leave, relieved. The woman suddenly grabs the man. However, it's only to thank him. After giving some instructions, the man leaves. The coach hypocritically asks about her condition. The woman says she's still a bit unwell, so the coach decides to take her home. At this point, the woman can't hold on any longer and faints. A short while later, the woman suddenly wakes up from unconsciousness. Just then, the coach walks over. The terrified woman quickly begs for mercy. Then, the coach blindfolds her with tape. He then swaggers off. The woman struggles with all her might. She manages to kick off her shoe. Surprisingly, there's a small knife inside. She slowly moves over and picks up the knife. Quickly, she cuts the rope. Then, she quickly pulls off the tape from her head. Without stopping, she cuts the ropes on her feet. Meanwhile, the coach comes out and opens the door. Just then, a man furtively walks in. It turns out he's the coach's accomplice. The two are colluding, discussing how to deal with the woman. After some discussion, the coach takes the man to see the woman. Hearing movement, the woman quickly ties herself back up with the rope. At this moment, the two men slowly walk in. The coach then asks the man what he thinks. The man is very pleased with the woman. The woman feigns a pitiful appearance. She loudly begs them to let her go. However, the two men don't notice anything unusual. They are still pleased to have caught her. The woman's acting is Oscar-worthy. Then she quickly rips off the tape from her head. After a quick maneuver, she swiftly stands up. The two men are still chatting and laughing. The woman secretly observes their every move. Then, when they aren't looking, she carefully runs off. The two are still here, chatting happily. Soon, the woman finds where the other girl is being held captive. She observes very carefully and cautiously. After confirming it's safe, she starts asking about the girl's situation. Seeing someone has come to rescue her, the girl is overjoyed. It turns out that everything the woman did was to rescue this girl. As the saying goes, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Then the woman quickly cuts the girl's ropes. Then she quickly runs to the window to check the situation. The two men are heading towards the room where the women were. The woman has a strong feeling that things are about to go wrong. The two men enter the room to find it empty. They are instantly dumbfounded, so they start blaming each other. After arguing, the two men immediately chase after them. The two women are terrified and trembling. The girl asks the woman what they should do now. The woman tells her to find a place to hide. The two fierce-looking men suddenly find them. The two women carefully hide in the corner. The two men quickly enter, only to find the girl has also vanished. Then the two men search the room. The two women hide in the corner, terrified. When the two men aren't looking, she pulls the girl and they quickly escape. The two run desperately in a panic. Just as they are about to reach the main entrance, they are spotted by the man coming out. The coach pulls out a weapon and threatens them not to move. Helpless, the two women have to stop immediately. They were so close to escaping the devil's clutches, but they've been caught again. Terrified, they both fall to their knees. The coach scolds them harshly. He then orders them to obediently go back to the room. The woman pulls the girl as they flee in panic. The coach looks like he wants to tear them to pieces. However, just then, an old man suddenly appears at the door. He claims he's looking for someone. The man immediately tries to send the old man away, telling him he's in the wrong place. The old man quickly explains, claiming he's here to do business. The man glances at his accomplice's eyes. The coach signals for the old man to come in. The old man then walks in, looking around. At this point, the coach threatens the two women to squat down obediently. He then angrily walks out. After some conversation, the man realizes something is off about the old man. He immediately tries to kick the old man out. Just then, the old man pulls out a weapon, points it at the man, and warns him not to make any rash moves. Unexpectedly, the coach points a weapon at him from behind. Helpless, the old man has to surrender. The old man tells them they can't escape. The arrogant and domineering coach kicks the old man, forcing him to his knees. He then tells the other man to quickly move the two women. The man forcibly drags the two women and shoves them to the ground. At this point, the old man quickly tries to calm the two men. However, the man points at him and berates him loudly. Terrified, the two women hug the old man. Just as the two men are about to execute them, the old man suddenly starts laughing uproariously, leaving the two men completely dumbfounded. Then, the old man tells the two men that he knows all about their crimes. It turns out that just moments ago, he saw the coach's every move. All their plans were within his grasp. He orchestrated all of this to lure the snake out of its hole. He advises them to surrender immediately, telling them they are surrounded by the FBI. At this point, the kidnappers start to panic, both angry and helpless. They quickly run out to check the situation. As the saying goes, experience counts. They open the door to see they are surrounded by the FBI. Terrified, they quickly raise their hands and surrender. Justice has long arms. Bad guys never get away with it. They will ultimately face the law.